Hello YouTube, it is Damien. It's the City of Liverpool. It is Non-League to Legend. It's episode 24 of Non-League to Legend. We're here with you today with a top 6 clash versus Marski United. A couple of things we have to explain in this video. Firstly, why so long in between uploads for episode 23 and 24? Few reasons. First thing is we were concentrating so much on Sunderland and trying to win the Champions League last season with Sunderland that in the Premier League that it kind of sidetracked us from filming episode 24. Then, because Sunderland, we did win the Champions League. I wish we won the Champions League. We won the Premier League. We had then had episode 100 come up as well in that period. Episode 100 had a lot of technical difficulties to get out, so trying to stress over getting that out was, a bit up there, but we got there as well. And then it was kind of, I didn't have time to play it because it was also a busy time at work. I was also a busy time coaching. And it was mainly what I thought was the lesser of two evils. If we focused on this season, which we're still focusing on with Sunderland, I just happened to have a day off today. And I'll fit this in filming before I go to coaching because I've still had a busy day even on my day off. I've been trying to find time to play the non-league to legend. But the reason why I focus on Sunderland so much is because if we do win the Champions League in the next couple of seasons, that's the end of the save, and then we can focus. The whole energy of Football Manager for myself for the rest of the year is going to be non-league to legend. It's going to be streamed, it's going to be put on YouTube, and every time you see me create content, it's going to be non-league to legend, unless I'm playing in the FM Premier League. Anyhow, with that in mind, there has been a bit of a focus on Sunderland, and I do apologise to all my fans of Non-League to Legend. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere, and I am still looking to go get content just until the Sunderland save's over, which, look, we got drawn, without spoiling too much, Ligier in the first knockout round, or Standard Liège in the first knockout round. We should get past them, and then after that, it's the luck of the draw, but we have a very good squad. Only problem is if Nicolas Adrien wasn't injured right now, if anyone's familiar with the save, as I'm filming this, and he's going to be injured for that Ligier's game, and maybe for the first leg of the next knockout round, I reckon we could win it. Just depends who we get in the quarterfinal, and without Adrien in that first leg, things are a bit iffy because everyone that's watched the save knows that we're struggling to score goals without Nicolas Adrien. In terms of this save, though, we've been smacking all right. We've been doing all right since we last met, which was the Stocksbridge Steelers game. I've had this bell pepper game, which was meant to be played in here, in between these two, postponed 3 times, but there's been 3 games. We beat Carlton Town 2-1. We also beat Loughborough Uni 2-1 before we absolutely dominated Nicola Sport, and it's that boy again, Jack Dudley, scoring another hat-trick. He's got 20 and 21, and I reckon he has been just as good this season, if not better than what he is, in the second part of the season than he was at the start. So he's just being super consistent. We're liking that. The team's the same for people that can't remember. It is Dudley, McDonald, Bondswell, Louis, Dizzy, Kelly, Sumner, Johnson, Swain, Denson, and Ledger. Obviously, I could be bringing in Carl Noonan for Reece Kelly, but Kelly's been in good form, so he's going to stay out there. And I still think that's our best 11. Carl Noonan's pretty good off the bench as well, which is pretty good to see. And the older states were still doing a job. We never really do any of this as well in non-league to legend, but it's just forced a habit playing so much of Sunderland that, I'm so used to clicking on that screen and setting up some pressing triggers. Anyhow, here against Marski United, look, another top 6 side, we got 3 points, 3 points clear with a game in hand of second, which is that, which is the Steels, as we'll call them. But we'll see how we go. Anyways, the effort from distance wasn't too far away there from Marski United. And that's where we're sitting with non-league to legend. As we eventually get some possession, Louis puts it in, backstick. Rory Swain with a header, and Rory Swain has got a very good noggin on him. We've seen it a couple of times already this season in live comms. And there's another header at the backstick. And it's a very good start for us as a Louis backstick ball. Look, Louis starting to get that sort of delivery Lee Hendry had for us, and now it has been not too bad. And we're starting to score a few more goals from corners now as well. Look, defensively, we haven't been great in the league. I think we're about 5th or 6th best in the league, but we're scoring a lot of goals. And, as proven by last season, that, was enough to get us to win the title. This season, the league's a little bit more stronger in terms of, you hope level 9 is, but, Steels and a few of the other teams around in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are all there or thereabouts of each other, as that is pretty poor from whoever that was that missed the header. And Lee Franks with a tap in there. It's his first ever Marski United goal. And our lead did not last long at all. I want to know who missed the header here because it was a pretty poor miss of the header. If anything, Ben maybe should have come for it. It was number 4, I reckon. It was Rory who scored the goal and then missed a header to put it back on level terms. Just win it, bud. Just win it. Instead, it's 1-1 and off we go. Still haven't kept too much of the ball. Marski have come here and playing quite alright. I'm actually going to tell us to get creative a little bit. Just just trying to get us back to about 40% possession. Even though we're not very good at keeping the ball, we average around 40-odd%. And that's all you really can do in the lower levels. You can't really go out there and expect to keep the ball for long periods without the technical quality players that you do need and the high pressing system. We've had this discussion before. Anyway, Dongna, good, avoids the challenge there. Butterworth into Langford. It's very well built up here from Marski United. Butterworth maybe from distance, hits it from distance over the bar. It's the second time he's gone from distance as well, and the second time we've seen the highlight, which makes me feel like he might have a decent long shot on him. For the level 5 isn't bad. I haven't set up my interface from Bright Lights. I have to play a couple of games with Bright Lights to get it ready for the stream tonight. Tonight's stream, when this video does go up, it's going to be Bright Lights. It's going to be the Stanley Liège and the Cabaret Cup final, as well as an FM League game versus who have I got tonight? I forgot, but there will be an FM League game tonight as well. And then, that was going to be a short stream tonight, and then I'm going to do a massive stream after our coaching tomorrow night. And then it should be all okay. And then hopefully in that massive stream, we win the Champions League and non-league to legend will continue. Marski United, yet again coming forward. Langford now, still with Langford into Butterworth. He's got numbers out on this right-hand side. Instead, they go back the inside. Bonner into Butterworth again, into Langford. We're keeping 2 good banks of 4 here, but a lot of space in between both lines. And Butterworth again in space, could probably go for distance again. He does, and Ben Ledger there with a very good stop, parrying it over the bar. Marski have been keeping the ball very well in the middle of that park, and our 4-4-2 isn't getting out there and pressing as the header is in. That was weird. It looked like it hit the back of Ben Ledger. Apparently, it's backspin back into the net, and Tom McName has scored. And look, to be quite honest, we probably deserve to be behind, and it's not too often this season where we have been behind or being dominated. Yeah, apparently it's just backspins in. That's fine. Weird bit of animation, but we'll take it. And it's another corner here for Marski in the cool shoal. Rory Swain heads away, and here goes Jack Dudley. We're good on the break. We've got numbers with him. We do. And Jamie McDonald now. And as long as Bondswell's coming forward, we've got plenty of numbers going the other side. Bondswell now has got a good cross on him. Instead, he gets absolutely taken. Decided not to whip it back, stick to Jamie McDonald, who was there, making his secondary run. And now it is Marski United coming forward again. Still here. Good tackle from Johnson. Nathan Bondswell now. Is there numbers up there for him? He does look long towards Jack Dudley and co. But McName wins it. His ball forward. Headed away from Denson. Kelly now. Maybe he can turn and release the Jamie McDonald. He does. Dudley's there at the back stick, but I think McDonald's going to go by himself. He does. It's a good save, though, from Dean. It would have been a nice way to get back into this game right on half-time. But instead, it's a good save from the keeper, and it is still 2-1. In terms of player-wise, I'm still looking for another keeper, maybe another centre-back. But the quality isn't there for us to buy that's better than what we've currently got. So if we can keep scraping out results here in level 9 and possibly get promoted, then I reckon we're going to do a not bad job and maybe find some better talent next season for level 8. And then obviously level 7 is the Vanarama North-South. And all of a sudden, when you get to the Vanarama North-South, English trialists that go on that trialist game all of a sudden interested in coming to you because it's non-league, but it's very close to league football. And there's a few players like that. Anyway, Jamie McDonald flicks on, but I don't expect this to be our highlight. I expect this to be their highlight as they go long with it. Can we win it in the air, though? We don't. Dizzy, though, wins it back. His ball into Reece Kelly. Kelly now. His ball down the line, looking for Jamie McDonald. McDonald's there, can finish if he wants to, and he does. In the end, it was a lovely ball from Reece Kelly, curled into the path to put McDonald on goal. I thought it was just going to be McDonald on the byline, but the ball was superb from Reece Kelly, and it's 2-2 there. It looks like the words at halftime have sparked something. Look at that ball move in the air, and that bounce into him. It's just like a Shane Warne leg spinner. It just kind of went, there you go, Jamie, on goal you go. It was pretty perfect. And the 4-3-3 has been giving us a little bit of trouble from Marski, but it's not been the worst. I reckon I'm going to change the opposition instructions here. Langford's getting a lot of the ball, but I'm always going to press Glenn Butterworth, and see how we go. Anyway, Louis now with the ball. Whips it in. Backstick. Johnson with the header. Dean catches and catches easily. No run there for anyone to really attack it and put it in. And I would imagine that's going to be the highlight, unless the highlight has come about because I am making tactical changes. In that case, then I'm going to kick myself when they get the ball and score. Anyway, it's Denson, goes long, headed away there from McName. Dongber into Turner. Turner now running inside, looking for Butterworth. Butterworth now into Doniger. Doniger into Turner yet again. Turner's ball looking down the line. Denson heads away. Reece Kelly now on it. Still with Reece Kelly. Still with Louis. Is this a pointless highlight or is this an actual highlight? Reece Kelly now with the ball. Still with Kelly. Still with Reece. Can he find another ball towards Jamie McDonald? He comes inside, finds Dizzy. He's got a good range of passes. So does Louis. Louis' ball. Jamie McDonald. That's brilliant. Keeper doesn't come. McDonald was offside. Ooh, it looked tight. I thought he was on. I thought it was a great ball and a great run. But we'll find out now. It just looked tight. I thought it was tight. Never mind. It's because he's run back, isn't he? Yeah, it has. Never mind. Offside by a mile. Good call from the linesman. And we might go and look to make our first change of the day. I don't want to really take Jack Dudley off, though, because Jack Dudley is really, is a big goal-scoring threat for us, and he's been so good this season. But we might have to. Anyway, Dizzy now on it. And Dizzy into Sumner. Sumner now with his ball looking long towards Dane McDonald. On the volley, straight at the keeper, though. Left or right of him, it would have been in, but it would have been offside as well. And 68 minutes played. It is still 2-2. I will make a change now. We'll see how we go. Reece Kelly's having a good game. Bonzo isn't. Jay Hunter's got that little bit about him going forward. So we'll get Hunter on there. He's got a little bit of speed as Jay. And we'll see if that's going to produce anything. 80-minute plays. I'm now going to get Jack Dudley off for Cole Noon. I'm going to switch Noon and McDonald round. Get McDonald into his preferred poacher role. Cole Noon played advanced forward for us last season. Got a couple of goals. So we'll see what happens. And he Walters into Doniger. Doniger into Langford. Langford now into Turner. And off they go. Does Marski as Stockbridge Park Steelers do get that 1-0 lead late doors there in their game. Louis wins it there. Sumner now. That's that little bit of press on those midfield three, that triangle three that have been playing superbly well. Has got us the ball here. Dizzy's ball and Jay McDonald's superb. McDonald's through on goal here. 1v1 with Dean in the end. The effort was pretty poor, to be honest. Pretty tame. And Dean parries out for a corner where he probably should have just caught it. But hopefully from the corner we can work something. Louis, can he produce another good ball in back stick or front stick? Louis goes towards the back stick. Johnson with the header. Free header. Should have buried it. Instead, it is still 2-2. And we've had 15 shots, 10. Ever since half time's come around, we've kind of been a little bit better in this game. It's a long ball there. Coolshow's being allowed to take it. And I don't like that at all. Can we get out there? Good block from Louis, but it falls to Winder. Winder now into Tom McName. McName's ball to Coolshow is not bad. The first time cross headed away from Denson. Doniger hits the bar. Can we get up? Walters back at goal. Rory Swain thumps it away. Lucky to survive there. Look, this game's been quite even, but I would love a last-minute winner. 91st, 92nd. It's a free kick. Coolshow goes back stick there. Walters back at goal. It's in. There's no foul on the keeper. There's none of that. We've conceded late. It looks like we're going to lose 3-2. And for the second time in consecutive episodes, we're going to concede in the 93rd minute. Thankfully, Harnwell's got a point there against Stockbridge Park Steelers. And it's not all hope lost. Anyway, Pickering Town have gone ahead too. But it's not the worst against Mansfield. They're two decent sides. Anyway, what a game. It was a pretty good game. Feel like it's a bit harsh for us to lose that one there, considering I think we're the slightly better side. I'm going to tell us we weren't good enough today, though. And to be quite honest, with a bit of better defending, we probably should have seen that one out for a 2-1 win or a 2-0 win. Rory Swain for the first one. Big mistake. And the second one there just didn't pick up the run. Maybe Ben should do better with his positioning, but at the same time, I can't really fault Ben too much for a 1.5-star keeper. He makes a lot of saves. So there's not much we can talk about. Anyway, like I said at the start of the stream, the focus is currently on Sunderland, but we want to focus on Sunderland so much so that we can get to the non-league to legend and the grind of non-league to legend. And don't think non-league to legend is going anywhere, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm fully invested in this City to Liverpool save, and I feel like that there's going to be so many good times ahead with this save too. As always, if you like the video, give it a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It does help out massively. As always, links is in the description below. Come follow us on Twitter so you keep up to date, and obviously on Twitch because we will be streaming live. We do have an FM League game later on tonight, and we do finally lose for the first time in 7 games. But from Dane, from the City of Liverpool, and from non-league to legend, I will see you for episode 25 in the not too distant future. Thank you and goodbye.